Hi guys, welcome back. So today I thought I would do some designing with you with the rest of the fallen leaves, autumn leaves from Curated Bead Box. So I created this necklace. Bring it up to the camera, kind of show you. I used that last green bead from the previous video and made this necklace. And then I made this bracelet just because I wanted something red and orange to kind of go with the fall theme. So we've got a lot of beads left, as you can see here. And I've got a bunny at my feet again. So I'm going to try to do some designing with you. I don't know what I want to make. I kind of want to use these green beads here and maybe do something with this and kind of make it fall. Maybe use something with the yellows. I don't know, maybe some oranges. I'm just going to kind of pick some beads out here. Ooh, I kind of like the green and the orange. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Maybe we do 3 of those. That and that, a yellow, a red, one of those, a red, a yellow. I don't want it to look too Christmassy, so that's kind of what maybe get those out of there. Do 3 of those. That. Yeah, maybe. Let's see how that looks so far. Let's get these out of here. We don't use the bright red. I'm kind of liking that. There's too much of the green. See, they still look out of place. Maybe we put yellow there. That works. I like that. And then let's see, what do we want to do? Ooh, throwing beads. Get my crimp beads out of the way. Too much green in those. We'll do that one instead. There we go. Put the greener one in the center. That one's got a flat spot I don't like. All right, so that's coming along. What do you think so far? I think I like it. We'll put another orange. And then we'll do the green, yellow, green. That looks good. I'm gonna save those for earrings. Decisions. Because I don't have, I've got 4 of those left. That's it. So we can't do another set of those, which is fine. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? All right, these I want to set aside because those are going to be earrings. And let's see if we do green. I don't want that. Do we want to introduce those? Oh, that gives me an idea. The beauty about this board is you can roll your beads and introduce. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put spacers in there so that it is sections. So that we have like a gold divider. That way it breaks up the sections, but also allows me to do what I want to do. And I've only got one of those left, so that's going to be a problem. I might have to break out my spacer beads. All right. And then we'll do that. All right, let's see what that lines up to be. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to string this up, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I've strung up what I had so far for a design. Unfortunately, it's definitely not going to be long enough for a necklace. So now I've got to figure out what I want to do going up. I'm thinking maybe I do not have any more spacer beads, so I was thinking maybe stringing on orange and then these beads alternating. Let's see, what does this look like? So I figured this video would be a little bit different. We're going to do the design process together. This way you kind of can see how I think about things. And I don't like that transition. I need something there. I do like that together. Maybe. Do I have chain? I don't know if I want to do chain. I might see if I have some spacer, or not some spacer beads, some seed beads. So, and I have green, but that's, I just don't know if I want to use the green. Maybe gold seed beads. I've got plenty of gold seed beads, so we could string up gold. Or do I want to use copper? I'm going to pause you guys for a second. All right, I'm back. So I'm going to actually have to unstring this because I just got a brilliant idea. And I'll kind of show you what I'm thinking here in a second. So while I was looking for seed beads to kind of add to this at the end, I got the idea of, I've got these bronze, metallic bronze iris, minus the white one that's in there. So they're, I don't know if you can see them, they're kind of bronzy, but they've got purples and yellows and reds and oranges. And I thought that would be cool to go in between, maybe putting a couple spacer beads in between some of these. Real quick, I'm thinking if I string that, a spacer or a seed bead. Nope, don't like that there. That. And then do maybe 3 of these. And then the yellow. That might work. So, I don't know if I like that. See, this is the hard part about designing. So usually you see the videos, you see me having planned it all out. So this is going to be kind of, you know, my process is I sit and I look at it and I feed bunnies cookies. And then I try to figure out what I want to do. I like this. I'm just wondering if maybe... Ooh, I just dropped a seed bead down into my lap. Maybe seed bead in between. There we go. Just one seed bead in between. Oh, I like that. All right, we're going to have to string from the center. So, anytime I'm having issues with my design, I will always string from the center. So I will put on what I think is going to be the focal here. And then I will work my way out, because then that way, if I can not drop everything, just to kind of see the design. So seed bead, big bead, seed bead, big bead, seed bead, big bead, seed bead. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then we're going to string that. And then those together like that. I do like that. Okay, now let's do the other side. So this is where you have to be careful, because if you have both sides up and open, then you run the risk of, and I've got 2 of the same beads there, you run the risk of it falling off the other side. I have had that happen to me before. I don't know what happened to my design, but that can go back. All right, so there is the first part. Now, I think I want to find a more yellow bronze bead and string that on. That works. And then these 3 are going to go 1, 2, 3, like that. That works. I do like that. And then we'll have another yellow or yellowish bronze seed bead. So these are 6/0s. Yes, they're 6/0 seed beads. In case you're wondering, I got those at Jill Wiseman. They were $9 for a tube. A little pricey, but they're really nice seed beads. And the specialty finishes on seed beads tends to be why those get more pricey. Basic glass seed beads, a little less expensive. You know, standard ones like these from Fire Mountain Gems tend to be a little less expensive, especially if you buy in bulk. I bought so much seed beads last year that I qualified for some gold platinum membership thingy, and I was like, okay then, maybe I've bought too many seed beads. But they come in very handy when you're stringing up jewelry and you need filler at the end around the back of the necklace that you don't want to use your really expensive pricey beads. Because I really wouldn't want to have these really pretty beads somewhere in the back of my neck. One, they're kind of big, but two, nobody's going to see them back there, so, you know, I want to use my pretty beads in the front. Ooh, losing seed beads. Get back here. And the only reason why I worry about dropping seed beads on the floor is just because I have bunnies and they like to eat everything. Not that they would eat the glass seed beads, but I don't want to take the chance that a bunny might decide that it's something to chew on. All right, now see, that's looking better, and that gives me a little more spacing. Ooh. Would help if I put the right beads on. In the right order. No, 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 don't go anywhere. All right. All right. I am missing. That's what that one is, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. And there's the orange one that I saw. And yes, I talk to myself when I bead. So I'm on vacation this week from my full-time job. And thought it was going to take a lot longer to do the decluttering that I had planned on doing this week. It's Tuesday, and so I just released a video today on YouTube, which I had made earlier last week, at the end of last week, and because I was figuring it was going to take me a lot longer to get everything done. And what I didn't realize was that it really wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. I still need to finish organizing my jewelry, my craft room. But I need a couple more drawer storage things for my table, and a couple more for I call it my wall of drawers. And then I have to finish putting everything away at some point. I have a bunch of bead soup that I probably should go through and sort into at least colors. But for now, it's usable. It needs more organization. All right, we are almost done getting on the last bead there. Now let's see how long. Oh, see, I like that better now. And it's almost long enough to be a necklace. So what I am going to do is I'm going to string up if I can do it, 5 seed beads. 3 seed beads. Let's do 3 for now. And 3 on this side. Because again, I don't want to just string up seed beads and call it a day. I want to do a pattern incorporating the seed beads, but also making it look like they were meant to be there. We'll put an orange in, and then 3 more seed beads. And you'll also notice I do everything in 3s, 5s, odd numbers, except for like when I did this necklace here, where you've got the 2 gold on either side, but it's a 5 piece focal. And that's something in design that I think I read somewhere, or I don't remember exactly where, but they said it's better to do things in 3s or 5s design-wise, not only in like jewelry, but in when you're decorating and you're putting knickknacks on a shelf. 3s and 5s makes things look less cluttered, I guess, more organized. All right. We're going to do a yellow frosted and a yellow frosted, and then 3 more seed beads. Yeah, so 3s and 5s, 7s, 9. And again, I think it's personal preference. All right. Perfect. And I'm going to end with a orange, I think. Just so that it has a nice bead. And there we go. I like that. Ooh, I actually like that as a bracelet. Possibly, if I have enough. All right, so this is long enough now. I need lobster claws. So I just got a new package of lobster claws in. I used up all the ones from the Curated bead box. So we're going to take one of these. And these are, I think, a little bit nicer. They got a nice spring to them on the lobster claw. And it's got a double, so you could actually set something in there. Now, in crimping these, I know one of my subscribers had asked me if the flat crimp that I do is better than the crimp that you fold. And no, it's about the same. I just find that when I'm doing my crimps, if I use the crimpers and I have a crimping tool, but for whatever reason, every time I do, I break the crimp beads. So I'll go through, I don't know, like 4 crimp beads before I get one to finally stay. So I just started doing the flat crimps, and I find it works better for me. So again, it's personal preference. And, you know, it's up by the neck, and a lot of times it almost tucks into the bead, so it's barely noticeable. So it's just my personal preference. All right. There we go. And I know my big fat arm is in the way again because I'm grabbing chain because I want an extender chain on this. Would be nice if they included some of that. Sometimes with findings, not everybody makes jewelry for themselves from these boxes. Some of us make it to sell. And again, you know, I might like a chain or a necklace tighter, but, you know, somebody else might like it a little looser. Try to get a crimp bead on there again. And then once we're done with this, I think we will do a quick pair of earrings with those pretty leaves that I've been staring at for a while now. Actually, before I do that, I may get too tight. So now it's always a good idea to feed your wire down through several beads, just so, you know, it's got a ways to go before, you know, should your crimp bead fail at some point, it's got a ways to go before it actually fails. It's always just a good idea. Not that your crimp bead will fail, but you never know. I've actually had several pieces where the crimp bead was fine, the wire itself failed. So like I was using, I think it was, let's crimp that before we cut that. What was I using? Bicones, crystal bicones, and I apparently had a sharp one, and it cut right through one of these wires, so I ended up having to restring it and double up on the bicones. All right, so there we go. Nice, pretty necklace, and that's done. All right. So we're at like 28 minutes. We've got time. I'm gonna cut out some parts of that anyways. So let's look at our leaves here, and see what we want to do. I think we'll want to dangle something in front of it, and then I'm gonna want to, I don't want red, maybe one of these. That might work. One of those, and an orange, and I wish I had more of these green. Maybe a matte green seed bead, or two. That might work. All right, so the one thing we're gonna need to do, though, is get a spacer bead, because that is not gonna stay. Come on. There. Oops, I didn't need the big one. All right, so I have a bunny under feet again. Three. Three. One. I don't know if I need... See, I'm just trying to figure out what that's going to look like as it's dangling. Maybe on a chain. That gives me ideas. I can use a extender chain. Maybe. Too yellow. Too yellow. Alright. Do I have... Not the right color. Still not the right color. Alright, we're just gonna have to... well, I guess I'll use jump rings for it. Yeah, we'll just use a couple extra jump rings. Alright, so I've got my design. I need to find my... and I had them earlier. What did I do with it? There it is. Set my cell phone case on it. Aha! All right. Oops. That didn't close all the way. There we go. There's one. I like that. I think that'll look good if we get a jump ring and kind of dangle it. I think that will look great. Now, I've just got to find one of these that has less red, more green. Well, that'll work. That will work. All right. I need another head pin. Long head pin. And there we go. So, here's a question for everybody that's watching. What is your favorite type of jewelry to make? Do you like bracelets, necklaces, earrings? When you tend to make it, what is your go-to? I've noticed I tend to do a lot of earrings and necklaces, and I usually end up, when I look at my displays when I'm at festivals and fairs, I notice I have like 1 billion necklaces and like 10 bracelets. So my goal is to start making more bracelets, and hopefully, all right, here we go. Let's see what this looks like. So we've got that. And we've got that. Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. All right. Ooh, and I'm dropping. And those are jingly, kind of. They're clanky. All right, and now we're just going to jump ring this, and that is if I can hold on to everything. I have got the dropsies tonight. There we go. And, oh, I like that. Those might be mine, along with that necklace that I made. All right, and so there we go. Beautiful. What do you think? All right, so I'm going to sign off for now. I think this video is getting long enough. I'm going to work on the rest of this stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.